All right, coming up next, the #1 realtor per the Wall Street Journal, Kyle Whissel. We were out in the field with him. Let's see what he had to say about the market and much more. Stick around.
Hi, I'm Jem Morris for The American Dream. We're here to speak with one of the top-rated realty teams in the area, Kyle Whissel and David Kreza. As you can see, we're in beautiful Lake Poway, and I'm joined by Kyle and David. Thanks for having us here.
Thank you for coming out. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Now, you said that Poway is called the city in the country, and we can clearly see why. Tell us a little bit about that.
So what's great about Poway is it's so close to everything in San Diego. I mean, it's right off the 15, but what's cool in Poway is you can have horses, you can have animals, goats, pigs, I mean, all kinds of fun stuff. So you just get a big variety, and you don't normally get that when you're in the city. So that's where the whole city in the country thing comes into play. And we're here at Lake Poway. There's hiking trails. Mount Woodson's right behind us, Potato Chip Rock. You can actually horseback ride all the way up the trails here, which is really cool.
I think that there's so much more land and accessibility here. Besides Rancho Santa Fe, you can't really find that unless, like you said, you go into Ramona or somewhere farther inland.
Right. I mean, there's communities right here around the lakes where the minimum lot size is an acre. You know, you don't see that in most of San Diego. Normally the houses are so dense and stacked on top of each other. You know, people just don't want that. So you can come out here to Poway, get a little space, have some animals, and people love that.
Now, you mentioned pigs. Do you have pigs?
We run a nonprofit where we actually rescue potbelly pigs.
You do?
He has 2 pigs in his house.
Have you adopted any?
Not yet, no.
Well, you're going to have to come to Poway, get yourself a nice large lot and get some pigs.
Definitely.
Yes.
So there's also some great stores here. We should talk about the mom and pop stores.
Right.
There's also big business, but like you said, there's a real community feel.
Right, so Poway's all about community. I mean, here at the lakes, they do a lot of fun activities. They do fishing derbies for the kids, which is a big thing. And Poway's really big with schools. I mean, they have some of the highest rated schools in the entire state, not just the county of San Diego. And then business-wise, you've got both ends of the spectrum. You got the small mom and pop places. I know you mentioned you love Poway Sushi Lounge is great. You've got like Kaminsky's Barbecue. But then on the other end, you've got big corporations here. You've got Geico's headquarters are here in Poway. You've got big box businesses like Home Depot and Lowe's and Costco and all of that. So you've really got both ends of the spectrum there.
So let's talk some numbers here. Let's talk about housing prices. Is it comparable to other inland areas?
Yeah, I mean, the good thing about Poway is that there's something for everybody. If you're looking for an entry-level condo, they start in the $300,000 range, and then the single-family homes are about in mid-4s, and then they go up to the multi-million-dollar estates. So there's really something here for everybody. The school district here is phenomenal. So anyone that wants their kids to be in a good school district, definitely have something here for everyone.
Which I think would make maybe the housing prices a little bit more expensive here, but you are getting the public school system.
Right. So yeah, I mean, you can go to a public school here and you don't have to pay. I mean, I know people that pay $20,000, $30,000 a year to send their kids to school. So maybe the housing might be a little more than some other parts of San Diego, but you don't have to spend that money on school. So you can.
And look what you get.
Yeah, and this is beautiful to have a playground like this in your backyard.
What would you say the lifestyle of Poway is?
I mean, the city and the country really sums up the Poway lifestyle. You know, you're close, you're in the city, but you kind of have that country vibe to everything out here. So there's a big community feel in most country communities. Everybody knows each other. Everything is very social, and it's a tight-knit community. People that live in Poway, they're very proud to be in Poway.
You have a beautiful listing that is over $1 million.
Oh yeah.
That really sums up the lifestyle that you can achieve here in Poway in the luxury market.
Right. So we've got a home. It's actually right up on the hill behind us here, and it's a $3.9 million estate. So this property.
Well over $1 million.
Well over $1 million. A few of them. Yeah. But this kind of epitomizes what you can get in Poway. 17 plus acres of land. You know, You're not getting that anywhere in San Diego. So you got 17 acres of land. The main house, 7,000 square feet. You got a guest house that's over 2,000 square feet. And then you've got a third structure that's got a huge RV garage, casita for guests to stay in. It's got a sand volleyball court, tennis courts, the biggest pool in any residence in all of Poway. It looks like you're at Hera's pool. It's got a grotto, waterfalls, water slides, and just amazing views of the ocean.
So with a house like that, you really never have to leave.
You don't.
But if you wanted to leave, we should talk a little bit about the accessibility here of Poway, because we keep saying the city and the country, but we are not that far removed.
Right. I mean, Poway starts right at the 15 freeway. So you're not that far off, and it pretty much goes from the 15 freeway on the west side to the 67 freeway on the east side and everything in between. In different communities, like David mentioned, you've got communities where houses start in the 400s, and you've got other higher-end communities like Madeiras and the Heritage, where the average price is $2-3 million. So you've really got something for everybody here.
Well, it's such great information. Thank you both so much for being with us today.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Clearly, Poway has something here for everyone. Our thanks to David Kreza and Kyle Whissel. I'm Jen Morris for The American Dream.